Welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the connection between physical and spiritual or physical and emotional. So basically what that means is, why is it our life, what we go through, what we feel, with what we see, what we hear, affects our physical body in a physical way? So today we're going to talk, I did a talk the other day about the stomach. Today I'm going to talk about shoulders. And shoulders are quite profound really, because a lot of people are weighed down by so many emotions in their shoulders, and they get a real sense of feeling a burden. And also, I don't know if anybody's ever seen this, but a lot of people as they get older, if they are really engrossed in negative, heavy, really heavy energy, it pulls their shoulders forward and they go forward. I've met a lot of people with this kind of energy of going forward. So, listen, I'm not a doctor. There's going to be people who say, yeah, well, that's got nothing to do with it. But I believe there is a connection. I believe there's a connection to the shoulders. So I'm going to give you my take. If you don't believe in this and it's all hocus pocus, then it's better if you get yourself off and find a doctor to help you with your shoulders. But what I've noticed as a healer over these 2 decades is that doctors only try and help you with what your problem is, but a healer goes to the root cause so it doesn't come back again. I cured myself of irritable bowel syndrome. Do you know how many doctors told me you can't ever get rid of it? Cheers to all those doctors. So, shoulders. I'm not going to start telling you how to sit. I'm not going to start to tell you what food to eat. I'm going to just talk about the emotional side of things. I found that people who are in a job that they really struggled with. I found people who didn't really enjoy their life because they wished they would have done something else with it. These are the things that I'm giving you now, where I saw a lot of heavy energy on the shoulders. People who are home helpers, who have to look after their family because there was nobody else to help them. They carried a lot of burden of their family, or people who just literally are so sensitive towards other people's pain and suffering that they carry them. So how do we heal from that? Well, there's certain things you can't just simply heal from, because if you're in that particular position, if you're in that way of life, then I'm not telling you to just walk away from people. But what I am saying is that if you're aware of it, you might be able to change your life to try and make it a little bit easier so you're not carrying all the burden. There was apparently a man once that carried a cross, and he carried it for some, for I don't know how many, was it a mile or some, or half a mile, but he carried it. We've seen it on TV, right, whether you believe it or not, but a guy carried a cross. And he carried that cross, and apparently he carried that cross as a kind of reminder of carrying everybody's burden. So basically he carried everybody's burdens. Now, there is something in that. There's a kind of code in that, and it's kind of like we all do the same thing. We all carry somebody else's burdens and issues in some way or another, whether it's our children, whether it's somebody that we love, or it's our mum and dad, or grandma, or pets. We carry somebody's burden. We're always worried. We're always panicking. We're always thinking, so we carry their issues. First of all, in these years of a healer, watching people carrying somebody's burden, I'll give you a great example. There was a little girl who used to come with her mum once every 2 months. And the little girl had a rare disease. And the mum used to come in worried every time, panicking. And what I used to do is, the mum used to bring the daughter in for healing, but what I would do is clearly see the healing needed to take place on the mother, and it was always on her shoulders. So I'd sit the little girl down, she'd have a drawing board or a pen and paper, and she'd have colouring sticks, or I'd have them ready for her, and I'd just let her sit and colour. While I had the mother on the chair, and I would place my hands on the mother's shoulders. I'd first of all sage and use some Palo Santo, and then I'd place my hands just above the shoulders to release the tension of the burden that she carried of a daughter. The burden could be, why me? The burden could be, what did I do to make this happen? And the worst thing is, what's going to happen to my daughter? So all of these fear energies that were on her shoulders are in the mind, mainly in the mind, but then sat on the shoulders. That's where they stay. They don't go any further. Them kind of burdens just sit on the shoulder. And they normally come up the neck and cause really bad issue on the neck. And then they can actually go down, if it's really heavy, they can go right down to the base of the spine. They can also affect the liver. So this is really important, how you can clear this away and how to clear it away. So I give the healing session to the mum. The mum would get up feeling better and the daughter would feel better, right? And I said to her, let's not do a healing session on your daughter this week, but I want you to go away and tell me how she feels. The following week she'd come back and she'd sit down. She says, my daughter's been great this week. And I said, you know why? Why? This is because of your burden. We cleared your burden. And there's something in this that we have to understand. Sometimes when we carry the pain, so our shoulders are in pain, we're carrying the pain for somebody else. And if we see somebody else in pain, like our daughter or our mother or somebody who's got cancer that we love, and we're carrying that and they see that, there is an exchange of energy there that, let's just say, imagine if it's you who is feeling bad or you who is of illness and somebody's carrying your burdens and you're watching them from day to day getting worse. How do you feel? How would you feel? How would that affect you? Think about it. It'd affect me terribly. If I can see people being affected by what I'm going through, my physical pain or my struggle in life, then that person there is reaffirming to me that I have the struggle. That person is reaffirming to me and making me realize that I have it, and I'm going to make it even worse then. Right? I'm going to fuel it. I'm going to even be more sick and ill. Whereas when I cleared the mother's issue from her shoulders and she was stronger and happier, then the daughter instantly became healthier and her illness wasn't really an illness that week. So that is something to think about for you if you carry the weight of other people. It's a reason why you should clear the cross. You are not here to carry the cross of other people's burdens. That's their burdens and that's for them to heal and clear. So it's really important that you get this in your head. If you want to heal your shoulders, then you must let go of other people's issues and say, look, that's their issues. And the only thing I can do to make a difference in a positive way is to see them well and happy and to know that everything is as it should be and where they're going to is exactly where they're meant to be going to. And in the end, it's going to be as it should be. I am not here to fix the world. I'm not here to fix my children, my mum, my grandma, my partner, but I am here to be the lighthouse. Not carry the burden, to be a lighthouse. And how can you be a lighthouse? By trusting that there is a positive outcome. And by doing that, you create that positive outcome. So if I'm suffering with illness, and now all of a sudden my mum isn't looking sad and upset, and she's shining bright for me and she's happy, then all of a sudden I'm not focused on my illness. And all of a sudden my focus is on happiness and joy. And therefore I will build up my inner strength and healing. So it's a win-win every time. So if you suffer long-term with shoulders, okay, these are the things that can be the cause, the root cause. A job, like I said, which you don't like to do. Anything in your life that you wish you could have done, but now you no longer do, and you're sacrificing something else for that. That can be a really heavy emotion. If a family member has done something that they wish they hadn't have done and you're carrying their burden, a family member who is not well and you're carrying their burden, anything that you have done in your past that you wish you hadn't have done, you carry on your shoulder as well. Anything that you feel that I wish I'd have done that, and why didn't I do it? That is also a burden on your shoulders. So now that you know that, you're one step closer to healing it, because you have to get rid of that. You have to get rid of them thoughts. Okay, so whatever you did in your past, you did. Whatever you didn't do, you didn't do. But today is a new day. Today is the day to say, okay, I'm going to let that go and let's see what happens. I'm going to flow with my life today and let go of this and feel lighter. You know, when you see a child skipping, you know you're seeing a child in full happiness and joy. When you see a child walking with their head down and feeling sad and they're dragging their feet, that's because they've got their world on their shoulders. So today I want you to skip. I want you to do me the most greatest favour. I want you to go outside, and I don't want you to care who's looking at all. I want you to skip down the street like you skipped when you were a kid. And I want you to skip back again and don't care what anybody thinks. Will you do that for me? I know it sounds crazy, but there is something in skipping that changes your energy. Now, I met an amazing healer called Kyoko. Kyoko? What was your name? Koichi. Koichi was an amazing healer. And what Koichi used to do is make people jump up and down. And I asked him, why are you asking people to jump up and down? He says, because you can see the energy shift. I said, yeah, I can see that, but why? He says, because you can shift it out. And I thought, amazing how he did it. And so if you jump up and down, it may help tremendously. These are little things. The other things that will help are cleansing the shoulders. Cleansing the shoulders, for me, is very powerful with certain oils. So I'm going to give you 3 oils that work for me. I combine these 3 oils in a bottle and they're called Sacred Cleansing Oil. Lemonhouse.com sell it as well. It's fantastic, but you can go to your local store and buy the 3 and put them together with some base oil. Okay, no problem. So you want sage, natural, organic sage. Okay? Then you want a very beautiful frankincense. Beautiful frankincense. Again, in a bottle, all natural. And then Palo Santo. Again, in a bottle. So them 3 together and a few drops into a nice base oil. Mix it together and rub it on the shoulders. Fantastic. A nice cleansing stick is fantastic. Palo Santo, again, fantastic. If you can get Palo Santo incense sticks as well as frankincense, boom. If you've got sage in, then that's even better. So that would be to cleanse the top part of your body. If you've got the pain in the spine, then you would go to the back and work your way up to your shoulders. It's a fantastic thing. There is a form of self-healing that I used to do on myself when I was carrying a lot of burden on my clients. And the way to do it, in my humble opinion, there's 2 ways to do it, but the way I like to do it is both hands on my shoulders and I open up from above and I call the energy in, but you can do it this way, 1 hand here and 1 hand here. Okay, so you're receiving this way, okay, like that. Put the music on, and it's important that you breathe in and breathe out. When you breathe out through the mouth. When you breathe in through the nose. So it's... You would do that for about 5 minutes. If you do it like this, you do it 10 minutes, but you need to be comfortable. And then you do your breath and you pull in through the top. Practicing this is an amazing way to heal. These are just some ideas of how to heal yourself through a challenging time when it's on your shoulders. But the secret, in my humble opinion, by using all of this, the greatest secret of all, is to always remember that you didn't come into this world to carry other people's cross. It's not your cross. So today, begin by taking that cross off, throwing it down, letting it go, because that is just an illusion. Okay? From one moment from sickness to one moment of health, it's just a moment. It's the in-between what's important. The in-between is, how did I do? Okay, I remember when I was really upset about that, but then everything was okay. So what did you do in the in-between? I carried the cross. I carried the burden on my shoulders. Okay, but then everything was okay, yeah. So what's the secret? The secret is not to carry the cross in between and to trust that it's a process that we all go through. Everybody's been through pain, but we all come out at the other end. Everything's okay. So you have to trust in the end moment that they will be fine, and focus on that moment and create that moment, because it comes quicker. So if you're stronger and believe that everything's okay, if your life is going to be better, if you believe that you're going to change your life, you're going to change your job, you're going to change your partner, you're going to change whatever, and you're going to have a better life, better partner, better this, and whatever it is, I don't like the word better, but I'm going to change it so I'm going to feel stronger in myself. I'm going to be more powerful. I'm going to enjoy my life in a much more relaxed way, so I'm not got the burden on my shoulders. If you see that the in-between is the most important thing, and you truly believe that your life is going to be fine, then start today. Let it go. And you'll find that if your mind starts to work in that way, starts to listen to that and start to say, everything's going to be fine. Keep telling your mind. Your heart knows it's fine. I know you know it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. But if you keep telling your mind that through your heart, and your heart becomes stronger and more powerful, then those thoughts won't be there. And then everything changes, and like everybody's happy and everybody's okay now. And in truth, we do create a lot of the issues from what we're perceiving. Okay, it's really bad. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Everything is bad. No, it's not. Stop saying that. Yes, it is. It's bad. No, it's not. Stop doing that. Stop sabotaging your life by telling yourself that it is through this mind. Tell your mind to be still. Stop it now. Just stop. And then you'll find that you'll change it and everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm going to go and skip. I'm going to go and heal myself. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to clear it. My family's going to be fine. They're all going to be well, because I am going to make that change and make everybody well. It's up to you, right? The choice is yours. What do you want to do today? How do you want to continue? Because if you continue with this on your shoulders and this in your mind, you'll make yourself sick, and it will turn into physical illness. And at that point, then it's even more difficult to clear. So start today, let go and trust and flow. It's all as it should be. Love you all. I really do. So on a final note, just so you all know, if you go to markbajerski.com and buy any crystal, you will be, want to see it? You'll be in the raffle, because each crystal that you make a purchase for, you will be in the raffle to be possibly the winner of a most beautiful Bessanitz hedgehog. And this is 100% museum grade. It is absolutely rare and gorgeous. And the girls have told me as well that if you make a purchase of the 3 cleansing negative energy sticks, these, you will be in with a chance, because once you buy the 3, they'll turn into a ticket as well, and I will pull out the winner of a 1 year supply of these. So just to remind you, and I think that's the only offer, 2 offers we've got this month. So enjoy, good luck, and thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic oils, incense and crystals. I hope you love working with them as much as I do, and I hope they make a difference in your life. Thank you once again, guys. Have a great day. Take care.